Good evening, people. It is Monday. What day? Monday, April 8th, 2013. Behind me is my kitty cat. He's real. See, he moves. He's just kind of hanging out there. I think he's waiting for me to move because I'm sitting here by the rat cage and I think he wants to play. But anyway, he's cute. I love this cat. I'm doing better, and I didn't talk too terribly much, I don't think, about everything that went on, why I had to go to the hospital and everything, but let's just say it was rough, and I don't really know exactly the trigger, but it did scare me, and as a result, I have dropped both of my online classes, and I've just, it was tough because, it's tough to kind of talk about it, I guess, because I was so excited. Remember how excited I was that I was starting school, and oh my gosh, I'm so excited, I'm going to start something completely different. I'm stepping out of the box, oh my gosh. And everything just kind of hit. I mean, some of the stuff that came up, I didn't expect, like my little niece going into the hospital and having some problems, and a coworker dying, and just a lot. And then, I was kind of anxious about my husband and daughter going off to Florida for the week, and I wasn't going to be able to go, and it was just a big drag. But I was also nervous because it's in my nature, I guess. So anyway, that whole hospital escapade just really scared the poop out of me, and the medicine that they put me on to try to get me to sleep better, or whatever, I guess, I don't even know, but it's called Ativan, and I only took it for a few days because that stuff made me feel like I was drunken and loopy, and I have a real sensitivity, I guess, to drugs because I don't take them. I don't take any unless they're medically necessary, and when I say that, I guess I mean, like, I was on blood pressure med. I'm no longer on that because of the the weight that I've lost. And I used to be on a blood sugar medicine for like a pre-diabetes or whatever, and I'm no longer on that. I still am on a thyroid medicine, and I do take that, and I also take my various multiple vitamins and vitamin D's and biotin and whatnot. And I think I don't like taking drugs, and I think that stems from the fact that my dad was a druggie, and I'm afraid of addiction. I obviously had a weight problem, but I think my weight problem was more than just food. It was definitely, I think my weight problem was more to do about mental and some medical genetic type stuff than it is addiction and overeating. And people will argue that probably, but I don't care. I think if I didn't have some of the mental baggage that I tend to carry around, I would be, possibly could be a lot thinner. Although, there again, I can't guarantee that because I now am over 40, and there's been times when I've like really tried going to the gym, eating right, blah 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 blah, and still wasn't losing. So that makes me think that there's more, some hormonal issues or whatever. But that's neither here nor there. So I learned a lot about myself, though, through this whole very short experience with classes, and that is that that I expect perfection out of myself, and that was a huge stumbling block for me because it got to a point where my mind would just it'd start racing and stuff, and I could not go to sleep for anything, and I over the course of the week was getting less and less sleep, and I didn't even realize that I was sabotaging my body. I mean, I knew I wasn't getting sleep, but when I weighed in at Weight Watchers that following Saturday after this whole escapade or whatever, I had lost 11 pounds in that 1 week. And that's insane. That is unhealthy. And I'm like, how did that happen? I don't even understand. But when I was started to think about stuff, it kind of made me think of that. I don't know if any of you are going to remember this. Some of you might. But the old TV show called Saved by the Bell. And there was an episode where Jesse was addicted to caffeine pills. Now, I didn't do caffeine pills or any kind of pills, but I did do some energy drinks, and I did have an increase in soda, I think, or caffeine, because I was not getting the sleep and yada yada yada. So, and then it just caught up with me, and I had a complete meltdown. And I had a counseling appointment today, and we're pretty confident that it was all just basically a stress reaction. But I do have a follow-up appointment with the doctor tomorrow to, talk about stuff, to see if we need to put me on some other medicine, which the only way I'll do that, I think, is if, I'm going to ask if there was any issue with my heart, because, silent signs of heart attack in women or whatever. The shit scared me, I'm not gonna lie. So, I'll be talking a little bit about that with her tomorrow. And other than that, I have just been laying low, trying to figure out, what it is I'm gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do is not school, which is a little disappointing right now, but not really all that much. I think a higher power said, not for you. So work has not been going that bad. My boss actually kind of put me on a different project for like a social networking type of thing called Jive, I think, and I'm kind of good at social networking, so I think work will get better. The whole Jesse thing, that kind of made me think of, here I'm going back and forth again. But anyway, I had so much sleeplessness that I basically went into a psychotic episode of anxiety, and it was just freakishly scary, and I don't want it to happen again. So one of the things that there was some stuff that kind of sputtered out my mouth when I was in this episode, having this episode, and there's a couple things that I've decided right now, and that is, one, my dad, died a while ago, and I'm not interested in pursuing anything with regard to regret or anything like that, because I don't know if there's something so hurtful still buried that's trying to come out. I'm just not ready for that. So no, I'm not gonna live in the past. I'm gonna appreciate what I have now and go from there. Also, I don't recall if I mentioned this, but my brother and I never had a great relationship, and I've been trying through Facebook to kind of reconnect a little bit or show support of him and whatnot. And I recently found out that he's talked some smack, or, you know, basically told lies to people about that the reason why I hated him is because he caused my mom's death. I have never never said that, gave an idea of that, nothing. I was so upset. And he said this to an 11-year-old that rides the church bus that he drives. And the only other adult on the bus is his wife. And it's just disturbing. I was pissed that he would just talk about this to kids on a church bus. Are you freaking kidding me? So, anyway, I'm done with that right now, too. I'm focusing on those that are there for me, that will be there for me, that care about me and are real, you know, real in the sense of genuine, not, you know, not fake, not having some sort of ulterior motive or whatever. So this video is long. If you sat through it, thank you. I don't know how often I'll make videos. I might make one tomorrow after the doctor's appointment if I remember to, or I might not. I haven't been to the gym in weeks, and I probably won't go because it's starting to get nicer out, and I'm making healthy choices because of the scare, you know. I haven't had soda pop but maybe once in the last week and a half, so that's pretty good for me. That's really good for me. I've been drinking a lot more water, or water type, like Life Water or vitamin water or whatever, which is really good. Water, juice, or milk is all I've been drinking. So those are some really good changes that I've made as a result of getting the crap scared out of me. So anyways, long video, 12 and a half minutes. That's insane. But if you've listened to it all, thanks. You rock. I appreciate you. Alright, take care, guys. Peace. Love, smiles, all that stuff. We'll see ya when I see ya. Bye-bye.